Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of In the Hole. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Come one, come all. Welcome in. As today we celebrate another episode, episode 9 of In the Hole. And today I have taken the pleasure to invite the wonderful Rin Penrose, which I'm just going to tell you right now, she has already committed what's it called? I think theft. Is it larceny? Wait,
tell him it's larceny.
It's larceny. Grand larceny. We are here with Rin Penrose. Welcome in, Rin Penrose.
I'm sorry, who? I only know.
You have.
I only know the silly goofy shark.
That is my silly goofy shark. I'm just telling you right now.
So I've got what I came for, so I will be leaving now. Thank you very much.
I mean, you don't have to go.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's on the house. I can get another one.
Wow, you just replaced them like that. Okay. Well, that says a lot about you as a person.
Okay, she was actually like going off on me, saying that I didn't name the shark, and I did not. I have.
Would
not
you
named
call
the
your
shark.
child human? I think not.
Not you. Bring up a valid point, but I think
I do.
I've
never been wrong in my life.
I mean, I do have a streaming partner though. Like, I don't know if you know, but her name is Shuba.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've had her for about 2.5 years now, and she runs things around here. Everything I do, I basically run through her. And yeah, she's
it's just
great.
like The Apprentice.
In a way, yeah. And
I see.
I just recently got a thing for her. So I do name my stuffed animals, just to let you know. But
you better. They have souls.
What do you think I should name my blahage?
I mean, you've been with this blahage longer than I have, so I think maybe.
That's true. So, what do you name yours?
It's a personal choice.
What's your favorite?
Let's go with the big blahage that I have, because I also have 5 little blahage. But I have 5 big blahage. And their names are Puddles, Terry, Finley, Nibbles, Mako, and the newest one, his name is Poseidon.
You have a new one? And his name is Poseidon?
His name is Poseidon, great god of the sea!
That's actually adorable.
We shortened it on official documents.
You know what? I think I'll go ahead and name it live on air right now. I will go ahead and go with...
The silence is deafening.
Is it weird to call him Neptune?
You can call him Neptune.
I think Neptune is a pretty...
It's a pretty aquatic name.
What about Nep?
Call him like Neppy or something as a nickname.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, do you know about Neptunia? Are you familiar with Neptunia?
I've heard this word before, but I am not familiar with what it entails. Are we about to go down some different rabbit hole entirely?
I'm telling you, if you become top Nep, you will never go back. I'm just telling you right now. But anyways, welcome into the hole. Thank you so much for abiding by my request and coming into the hole. I really appreciate it.
There's a lot of paperwork to get done, but I'm finally here.
I mean, was it worth it? You have my shark.
It's always worth it.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So how has your day been so far in good old Merry England?
I woke up. So how are you doing?
I also woke up.
Nice. Oh, we have so much in common.
Absolutely. There's so much that we can talk about our day so far. What are you sipping on, by the way?
It's water.
Oh, it's just water? Oh my God, that's what I forgot. I forgot water. It's fine. I have many, I imagine I have many water storages in this lumpy body of mine. However, I said, thank you so much for stopping by. Now, you are a VTuber from Idle EN, and I remember...
Oh, God forbid, another VTuber. Get it out of here.
I love talking to VTubers and stuff like that. Never will I tell them to get out of here. Unless they want to take my stuff. But even then, will it be...
I can't imagine wanting to do that personally.
I wouldn't imagine. I imagine you'd be afraid to get fined or something, but it's fine. Over here in
it's okay. We've got Idle has a great legal team. It's fine.
Over here at the KOE headquarters, we don't have any sort of legal team, so I think anything goes. It's like the Wild West out here.
Oh, nice. Next collab, the lawsuit.
The lawsuit. You know what? I've seen many episodes of Law and Order. All right.
Oh my God, we can hold do this. It's basically Phoenix Wright. I know in my brain what that is.
Exactly. I played 2 games of Phoenix Wright. I've watched many episodes of Law and Order SVU. I've watched Matlock, and I've taken one debate class in high school.
Nice. That's all you need.
Exactly. But
they teach you the most important stuff in class 1.
Class 1.
Don't need to go back.
First grade.
No, it's just my brain isn't working.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Mine isn't either. So we can both, if we can just put our brains together, maybe they'll reproduce something.
Maybe we'll have one entire brain cell instead of just 2 separated halves.
Well, anyways,
with our powers combined,
we can do anything. We just set our minds together.
I microwave you in my mind.
Do you use a microwave?
Chef Mike, I'll have you know, is a valued member of this institution.
Who's Chef Mike?
Don't worry about
it. Wait. Oh, like microwave.
But dish.
Like the only chef I know is Boyardee.
Pause now for applause.
Applause. It's been, how long has it been? Like close to a year? I don't think it has been a year since you debuted. It's been...
I am going to say 9 months, and it will be wrong in some way.
I think it was 9 months. I remember when you first debuted with your generation, and at the time, I have heard of you guys, just like Idle in general. But I know that back then you were kind of like starting off and stuff, and it's really cool to see how much the agency has kind of grown from there. It's really fun.
We've done a lot of stuff, and then the best stuff is yet to come, for lack of like a better phrase, honestly. God, if I could tell you people some of the stuff we've got cooking. But like even from like, you know, I mean, this time last year, it was just the girls in the former Hebrew branch. And I really do feel like they kind of set the groundwork for, because we wouldn't be there. Like you can say, Ian is the one that took off or whatever. We wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the rest of them, you know, so.
Absolutely.
I think humble origins, but you know, that they're worth kind of remembering, yeah.
Do you remember kind of like getting into it, like as to what you were going to do? Like, did you have like some sort of a plan to be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be streaming this. I'm going to be streaming that. And then I'm going to blow up. That's it.
I'm going to make YouTube shorts.
You were kind of like, it's crazy because you're like you're the quintessential definition of YouTube shorts works. How
dear.
Did you think it was gonna work that well though?
I'm gonna tell you, the YouTube Shorts thing was as much of a surprise to me as it was to the rest of the world. I was just like, yeah, content. We love videos. Gotta get more of that. Search engine optimization. You can't see all the hand gestures I'm doing, but trust me, they're ridiculous. And then I kind of blinked. It's like, oh, I've hit 10. I've hit 100. Oh, I've hit 200. Oh God, what is happening?
It just keeps going. It's out of control. There's too many people coming in. It's like
slowed down now, and at least that gives me the chance to actually have, you know, I can think about my 600K celebration now.
Yeah, exactly.
I can think about what I'd want to do for that.
I remember when you were tweeting that out.
They're already gone.
I remember when you were tweeting that out, you were like, oh, 100, oh, 200, oh, 250. What's going on here? I'm about to hit 300. What's going on here? It must have been like daunting.
I was, in fact, daunted.
Well, now you can take it easy and actually get to know the people that are coming in. It's like,
you say that.
I mean,
just because the number isn't going up as fast doesn't mean I'm not, you know. Once again, I've only done a few all-nighters this week to prepare for interesting things that I'm trying to get off the ground. Don't worry about it.
Dude, you're working your ass off, and that's so cool to see. Like you, like starting to do.
I mean, I don't want to just,
things.
you know, I've got a good opportunity here. I'm not just gonna like waste it or whatever.
Exactly. And I don't think people understand, like, even though that there's explosive growth, you have to try to see like what can you do to be able to maintain and be able to satiate the brains of all these people that have come in. And
you've got to do stuff for the core audience, otherwise you're just like the viral video guy.
Exactly. That's such a good way to put it. Your core audience is really important, just as much as reaching out to other people. So I think that's really really
exactly.
Awesome. I think that's
you've
really
got to.
awesome.
It's a balancing act on YouTube. There's no, you'll see like YouTube advice like which videos should you be making, and it's like the 3 H's: herb content, hygiene content. I can't remember the third H, but it's appealing to different people at different times and different demographics. But the one you want to be making the most often, I think, is the one that appeals to like the core audience, because you really want to be. That is like the strong foundation that you build, you know, the viral video stuff on or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I didn't know that hygiene content was like wait, like when you say
it's
hygiene
a term
content,
and God knows like what it really means. It's like maintaining the something. I don't know this stuff. I just read it on the internet.
I see. Like how to maintain your beard.
The third H is hero. Thank you, person in the chat who said that.
Oh, here. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's pretty neat.
We are so good at this. We are so smart.
So then, what would you say would be? Do you enjoy like what would be the content that you enjoy making the most as of right now? Now that you've kind of like had a couple of months to be able to really take it all in. What do you like making your shorts, or do you like making like that game show you did?
Oh God, I like doing the really over the top stuff. Like for those of you who don't know, I did a game show with some other of the girls in Idol. Where basically I kind of accidentally turned it into a screaming match, but a funny screaming match, so it's worth it.
Those are good. Those are good. Screaming matches are good. Don't you worry about that. That's good
Loud
content.
equals funny. Oh no. But I like doing very elaborate things like that. I like getting a little bit closer to like television, for lack of a better term. But that has a lot of planning required. So sometimes it is just nice to be like, I'm gonna play Splatoon for 5 hours today, and if you want to stop me, nice try.
Dude, I'm like that with Diablo 4. I like nobody want. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have a better example. Something. I have a better example. Yu-Gi-Oh. I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel. Wait, what do you mean? Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel, and I love that. But people don't want to see that, and every time they hear me talking about it, they end up people leaving, which is like a cute little frog that ends up just like leaving. It's just how it is. It's like the people that I've been blessed with are the people that just ends up leaving whenever I end up saying Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel. But
I mean, honestly, if you're not, we can talk about the numbers all we want, but sometimes you do just need like Splatoon doesn't do the numbers. Yu-Gi-Oh is not going to do the numbers, but sometimes you just need to do it like personally for the soul.
For the soul, exactly.
The soul.
So then you're a big fan of Splatoon then? I didn't know you were a big fan of I know that you stream it a lot.
On my soul.
Oh yeah?
I had a Splatoon stream on Monday, and I'm going to stream a different Splatoon game at the weekend.
A different Splatoon game?
I know what I'm doing.
Or the same one?
Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, the original one, had the servers go down for 5 months because of an exploit that was in Nintendo's netcode. They just came back online last weekend. So I played Splatoon 1, and then this weekend there's an event in Splatoon 3 that I'll be playing. I had to ask my manager, okay, I know you said multiple Splatoon streams in a week, not the best idea. What if they were different games? I'm onto something here. And he was just like, you know what? I gotta hand that one to you.
It's a different game. All right, it's not the same.
It's different. It's the same series, but a different game. I'm beating the rules.
She found the loophole.
The loophole.
Sick. I love that. That's freaking sick. So then, what's the best? It's the best Splatoon 1 then.
I mean, it's an online shooter. So Splatoon 3 is the one where everyone's there right now. Basically,
I mean, it's the most recent one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can say what you want about, because there's a lot of talk in Splatoon community right now about like the map design is a little bit straight line, but I mean, It's 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 my life right now. I can't really say anything.
I love that. So then, what other games have you played other than Splatoon that you can say that are like your games?
Ha 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 ha. No.
Is that
what other stuff am I playing? God.
Does that mean you're not a gamer? Or you
Honestly,
are a gamer?
I don't. Almost all of my gaming is Nintendo stuff, so do with that what you must.
You know what? Very based, very true. All right.
Okay, because
like
sometimes I say that and it's like, oh, but you haven't played Call of Duty on the Xbox.
On the Xbox.
On the Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
From what I hear, no one plays Xbox in like near like Europe and like Asia region. Like no one plays that. Only America really.
I mean, my dad has one.
Oh,
I mean, God knows if he uses it. My father has an Xbox. It's not an unheard of thing. You know, they do the marketing and stuff around here. It's just I was raised on the funny Nintendos.
The same here, to be
Penguin,
honest.
but don't worry about it.
Oh, Club Penguin. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a very long time. Is that
and
where
that's
you came
a tragedy, and we should fix that.
Is it gone?
Disney's basically they took down the game, and they still have the IP, but they're not using it in any capacity. So we're fine. That was only an integral part of my life.
I used to play. What was it? The one that I used to do. That was my sister's. I played a lot of what's called. It was between two games. Well, not between two games, but back then I had the decision to shape my life through these two games. It was either going to be RuneScape, which I'm sure a lot of people have heard of, and a game called Adventure Quest, which I'm sure only a handful of you have heard of.
I feel like I've heard the name Adventure Quest.
Yeah, it's like
I just do not know from where.
It's like a browser type of game where you just like the only thing I remember from that game really is that it was turn-based and that I convinced my mother to buy the Paladin set for $20 and I felt like an absolute legend. And I loved it. That's the only thing I really remember.
Just like Club Penguin.
Is it did they have a similar like upgrade type of thing?
They had a real money to virtual currency type thing.
Of course.
No, the membership, yeah, as well.
So Club Penguin, and I think I played a little bit of Toontown. That's it. Toontown, that's it. Were you?
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there. I didn't play Toontown specifically, but I had a little phase where I was like, yeah, let's go. Animal Jam, Mushy Monsters. I'm a normal person. Let's go fucking bin weevils. You know, you people heard of bin weevils?
Okay, what's a bin weevil?
We don't need to talk about bin weevils. That was a dark period in my life.
Oh.
Okay. It's just this. It's like it's one of those online worlds for kids. But the shtick is they're all bugs living in the garbage.
Oh,
who thought of this?
I know about Neopets. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
I mean they're what is it, like revitalizing Neopets or something? They had that weird NFT phase. They have the Scientology phase. Don't worry about it.
Ooh,
no idea what's really going on, but
no, like Neopets. Like my girlfriend, she loves Neopets. She's been playing Neopets for over 20 years now. She has a Neopet that's as old as like her nephews and her like everything like that. It's really funny.
Can this Neopet drive?
Yes, absolutely. It can drink.
Nice.
It can drink. It can drink.
Oh, and you're in America. So
We're in
that's
America.
Impressive.
Yeah. No, this is not 18 plus. What's the drinking age in where you're at?
It's 18.
Is it 18? So I come from Puerto Rico.
Like I'd know.
I come from Puerto Rico, and the drinking age in Puerto Rico is 18.
Okay.
So like I grew up knowing or growing up thinking that at 18 I'm gonna have a sip of alcohol, but
and then
I moved to America or to the United States, I guess, because Puerto Rico is a part of America.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So and then I moved to the U.S. and I'm like, okay, interesting, very very interesting. But sure. But yeah, no, her Neopets are like old enough to drink. It's really funny.
Nice.
So she's like all up, and she's still playing it. Apparently, Neopets is filled with a bunch of middle-aged gamers.
I mean, it's probably going through that nostalgia cycle right now. So the people who were in it so long ago and now going like, remember Neopets? Neopets was great. Let's go back to Neopets for a little bit. So maybe that's where they're all coming from.
Yeah, probably.
The revitalization.
The revitalization will be a grand one. I mean, they hired John Legend. I mean, that's the John Legend. The legend.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know who that was until my girlfriend brought it up, who that was. And I'm like, oh, that guy. He's a singer.
Oh, so, cool. Who?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'm the same way. A lot of people get on my ass, though, so be careful. There's some sharks in the water for Mr. Legend.
There's a shark right here, but...
Oh!
He's friendly.
You're right.
Not all sharks are that bad. Slander is bad.
That used to be my shield. And now I have no shield. You have a shark protecting you.
You should be his shield. Wow. Bad shark parent.
Bad shark. So do you get sharks to protect you or do you protect the shark?
I feel like it's a mutual thing. I protect them physically, and in return, they protect me emotionally.
Oh, they're your emotional support
and
pet?
Maybe also physically when I'm just kind of lying in a pile of them.
Do you go to like different apartments, like looking for a place to live? It's like, this is my emotional support pet. You allow this, right? This is my shark. This is my shark.
Oh,
you allow
dear.
this. You will allow this. I have paperwork. I can prove it. But
I should get into real estate, because then what I can do is, this house comes with furnishing, and you walk in the front door. What? Why is there a shark here?
What is that?
This is your emotional support shark. If rent gets too high, just talk to him about it.
Oh yeah, rent's too high, huh? Huh. I don't know if Neptune here is going to be too happy about that. I think we bore the chat enough with Neopets talk and stuff like that. I will go ahead and say...
They're getting the Yu-Gi-Oh reaction right now.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, like, don't mention... You say Yu-Gi-Oh around here, they'll end up leaving and then come back to like, is he done yet? Is he done? No? Okay, see ya.
No.
But I wanted to mention as well, like, you kind of went over, like, Splatoon and stuff like that. And I'm sure you've been over this many times on your stream, but I would really like to see... Do you have a gaming resume? Like, what games have you played other than that you can consider as, like, other than, like, Nintendo games? Like, I imagine you played Pokemon, right?
I'm playing through, like, old Pokemon stuff right now in my free time, just to unwind, yeah.
Oh, which Pokemon's your favorite, then?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't actually start playing until the 3DS era. You know, fake gamer girl, we understand. Get it out your systems.
You'd be surprised with how many people haven't actually played Pokemon. Since doing this show, I've met lots of people who have not played Pokemon or really played like Nintendo games.
Huh.
Which is like blasphemy. I feel like if you haven't played a Nintendo game, come on now. It's a Nintendo game.
I mean, I've never owned like a PlayStation, so everyone's got their own thing.
That's that's blasphemous as well. But I think you get a pass because you have the shark and I don't. So I think it's complete.
I get a pass for a lot of things because of this.
I mean, she has the shark on her side. But yeah, is there anything like outside of like Pokemon that you've played before? Like any RPGs, any action RPGs, you know, any Square Enix games, anything like that? Or do you plan on playing it in the future? This
is going to be very niche. One of the games I have the most hours in, it is a 3DS exclusive title called Fantasy Life. It is getting a sequel on the Nintendo Switch sometime within the next year, I believe. I sunk so much time into that funny little role-playing game. No one's ever heard of it. I know that no one's ever heard of it, but it's my child, and I bought the DLC. Oh god, you can't buy the DLC anymore because the eShop shut down. Oh no. Why would we start talking about this?
Everything she loves just ends up getting shut down. It's unfortunate.
It's so over.
What else do you love? Just
so.
What else do you love so I can prepare myself?
I mean, I'm literally since like I got into Splatoon, it's been mostly Splatoon.
That's funny. Splatoon is cool. I played the first one.
It's okay to know what you want out of life.
So then, if that's the case, you mentioned a lot of like TV. Like you take a lot of inspiration from like TV. You watched a lot of TV. What TV shows have you watched? Or
it's not that I watch like TV shows. I'm interested in kind of like So you know when it's the bit between all the different stuff like the ads and the shows, and it's like the thing that shows up with the channel's logo. It's called an ident, and I know that because I'm a TV nerd. I think.
An ident?
I don't go too deep into this, but what's a good example? Because I wouldn't watch any of like the stuff that you'd be watching.
Okay.
I mean, I don't watch live TV very much anyway.
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
You're watching channel whatever, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and it shows like the channel's logo or something.
Did you watch Disney Channel?
Hi, I'm Bryn Penrose,
yes!
and you're watching Disney Channel.
Exactly.
I didn't watch Disney Channel, but I'm aware. I watched the documentary.
The most. Oh my god, the freaking like the one with the theme.
Who wrote the Disney Channel theme?
Yes, yeah. That's such a good video.
Mm.
I'm so happy. So much nostalgia came to me like when I was watching that video. There was so much of it that I had to share it with my family.
I felt nostalgia for a thing I never even experienced. It's incredible.
Yeah, right. You didn't have to experience it, and you felt nostalgic, right? That's how powerful it is. That's how it is. Okay, cool. So like more on the like the production side, kind of like everything except for the shows itself. When it comes to TV, is what you're.
Yeah, I like knowing about the kind of behind the scenes stuff. I'll watch videos of like. So, how do I explain things without using like
lingo?
Terminological. Yeah.
You can be as nerdy as you want, by the way. Go for it. I like to be nerdy too.
I want to collab with like a TV thing so that they can give me a tour of all that technology.
Yeah, just like taking a look at the cameras and like the sets, the studios and stuff.
I want to go in the control room and see what the funny buttons do.
Just want to press the button, say, all right, camera 3, camera 5. All right, camera 6.
And I've broken everything. Nice. I'll do it again.
Get TV studios. Be careful. She's loose cannon. Loose cannon for sure. But
and just like that, we've lost all sponsorship opportunities. Yeah.
All right. Well, then, if you don't watch TV, what about anime? Do you watch any anime?
I wish I had time to watch anime. I'm just busy.
Oh, I feel you on that. Have you watched any of
I
them?
still haven't had a chance to watch like Mob Psycho season 3 because literally since I debuted, I'm like, go, streams, stop, YouTube shorts, start cooking, and it's like, but I don't have time or patience, and also I don't want to give Crunchyroll $5 because I don't want to see my bank balance go down.
True. Yeah, you don't get that enjoyment. No, I feel you on that. There's a lot of things that are coming out right now. Well, actually, I just recently, and that's because like I forced myself to sit down and kind of like take a break and be like, hey, sit down and detach for like 2 seconds.
You need to do that sometimes or you will explode.
Yeah. And it's been starting to like creep up more and more on me. So I like have to force myself to do that. And one of the shows that I've been watching recently is the 3rd season of Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Even though it's like literally the only manga I've ever read in my life, so I know what happens. But I want to see it in animation form. Like I want to see how
I've had that experience. Yeah, Has anyone here watched Mighty Mash Daira-makun?
Mighty Mash Daira?
Welcome to Demon School, Iramakun. It's basically what it says on the label. There's this guy, there's this little guy. His name's Irama. And he's a human and he goes to the demon school and hijinks ensue. And I got so invested that I read the manga. It's still ongoing. And then when stuff in the manga got animated, I was like, yes! Let's go! He's making friends. My son is happy. Let's go!
You get to see your boy grow up. That's actually so cute.
He's making lasting friendships. Woo!
I've never heard of that, but it seems like a slice of life type of show. You know,
it's a very wholesome show. Yes.
Oh, that's cute. I like.
And I haven't been able to watch the new season because I'm just things doing stuff. She's cooking the things I sacrifice for you people.
True. No, one of the shows that I've been watching because well, I haven't watched it yet, but there's a new season of it. And do you like watch? So you like watching like that, like kind of like more wholesome and a little bit more, up that alley. I like to watch like almost anything except the only thing I don't watch is I don't watch anything that has to do with like horror or like making me feel uneasy.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, that's like
there's a group for it, and I'm not in that group.
exactly.
Yeah. Like I know what's it. Uzumaki is getting an animated thing, and I'm like, that's cool. Looks pretty competent. I'm not gonna watch it.
I don't know what Uzumaki is, but I'm gonna take your word.
It's Junji Ito, the spiral thing. The spiral thing.
The spiral.
I'm gonna send you the image, and okay. you might know what it is.
Oh sure. Yeah. Show me what that is. Let's see what I have no idea. But yeah, like horror stuff and like things that like kind of. I mean, like I don't mind a good like psychological thriller once in a while, you know.
Okay.
Like, but
have you ever seen this image on the interwebs before?
What the hell is that?
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
It's a
very well known horror manga, basically. About spirals are evil and something, but it's Junji Ito, so it's competently written instead of.
Interesting. I have never like seen that. Spiral. Is that supposed to be the brain?
There's a whole thing, and you don't got to worry about it, man.
Okay, sounds good. I'll take your word for it. Absolutely. But
I swore that was more well known. Oh well, shows what I know.
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, while I might seem competent in like most things, I'm actually very much not. So like
no,
when it
I
comes
get
to
that.
anime, a lot of people like I think that I'm like, okay, I'm cool. Like I watch Demon Slayer, I watch One Punch Man. I watch these things, and then I'm like, oh, but I haven't watched like Code Geass, and then they all flip the switch on me and say that I'm a fake fan. So I don't know, but so I try to keep myself as much of a blank slate, try to keep off social media as much as possible, so I can.
No, yeah, I think there is a problem with like expectations being set in a certain way, and then it makes it harder to enjoy a show. You know,
exactly.
I tend to go into games honestly with not looking at too many trailers, because then I'm like, oh my god, what's this thing? And they're like, Rin, it was shown in the first trailer. And I'm like, cool, I'm still excited.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly it. Dude, that was known for a long time. It's like, I don't care. That's sick. That's dope. That's awesome. But
you just got to enjoy things in a way that works for you, I guess.
Hey, yeah, it's true. It's true. Absolutely. But no, I like to watch like fun anime. And I like anime that doesn't take himself seriously. That's why I like the isekai genre, because that genre literally is just like never takes itself seriously.
Isekai tends to be junk food, where it's like, yeah, it's not particularly like story rich or like thrilling or whatever, but sometimes it's just like nice to eat a McDonald's hamburger and forget about your problems.
Amen, sister. Amen. That's exactly right. No pickles.
There's a place for like low grade entertainment, I think. Like,
it's like
you can say whatever you want about it, but there's a place for it.
Like, have you seen Fast and Furious? Like those movies?
I've seen one Fast and the Furious movie under very strange circumstances, but it was just me and my brother the entire time going, "Oh my god, that's not how cars work."
That's like how you summarize Fast and Furious. Wait a minute, that's not how that works.
That is how I watch most pieces of media. I've been watching like how do I describe this show? It's not good and no one's heard of it. It is like one of those murder mystery shows made for like 50-year-old women.
Oh.
It's like, oh my 50-year-old like middle-aged British women watching like the crime channel or whatever.
Like true crime. Yeah, okay.
Not true crime, false crime.
Oh, okay.
Stories of crimes that did not happen, but that just makes them funnier.
Fictional crime. Oh, interesting.
No one will have heard of this show. I've been watching Shakespeare and Hathaway, Private Investigators, a show about some people that solve crimes, and sometimes the writers don't understand how things in the real world work. No one's heard of it. I do not expect a single soul on this earth to have heard of it. I love that show!
Everyone that's saying I love that show, or oh yeah,
my mom loves
they're
that
lying.
Show. No, yeah,
they're lying.
No,
they don't know.
It's for the it's for the mums. It's for she's tired. She wants to put her feet up and watch something that's not really too. You know, you don't need too much investment. I've been watching basically that genre of show. They
I like
have great hacker episodes where it's like, you don't understand how technology works.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those things. Like, oh yes, you kiss someone, you get them pregnant. That's how it works. Yes, obviously.
Oh dear.
It's like
that,
hackers.
but for computers.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that logic, but with computers. Okay, sure.
Like the energy of like, you get a virus and it like flashes on screen, malware alert, with like big sirens, and the person's like, oh no, I've gotta flush the servers, I've gotta double check the bootstrap, and it's God, what are you talking about?
I gotta flash the BIOS.
Don't know anything. Not even that.
Oh God, that sounds like fun, actually.
It is fun to just go into a show that you know is like, it's not bad, it's just interesting sometimes. And just have a little bit of fun.
You know, when it comes to like the shows that are like stupid and like kind of dumb to watch, those are also shows that I detach myself. And this is gonna sound really bad, and I mentioned this before, but I love watching trash TV because
that once again, there's a place for it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love trash TV. Like for example, like 90 Day Fiance.
Oh hell yeah.
Trouble in Paradise. You know, like those what are they called? Like I don't remember the genre. The
reality shows, but they're not like reality shows.
Yeah, kind of like that. They just set up uncomfortable, like TLC. That's what it is. Like
it's
TLC
literally YouTube clickbait, but just on TV.
Exactly.
I got married in 90 days challenge with the red arrow and the circle and everything. It's got the same energy as that.
Like that face. No, like those shows I like. Here's why. Not because it's good TV. It's because I separate myself so easily because I never get so angry at something. Like there's people that scream at the TV because of sports, and there's people that scream at the TV because of incompetence and arrogance and stupidity. And that's me when I watch 90 Day Fiance. It makes me feel
90
better.
days isn't enough. What are you doing?
Exactly. It's like, well, how are you going to another country to marry someone you don't know? Like, I don't understand that. So I'm here, and I'm just like basically lifting myself up above all these other people that are on the show, and I just have like, okay, I'm better than these people. So, and that's.
I mean, you got to remember that like the editors, the director is also doing those people dirty because there's stuff you're not seeing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But that's like the best way, and that's why it's so like popular. It's because it's addicting. It's like I gotta see how stupid these people are.
Anger is emotional investment still. That's why, you know.
Hate watching.
That's how half of Twitter happened.
I hate scroll. I just go searching for something to get mad at. That's how Twitter works.
Oh dear.
But no, yeah, TV shows like and shows that are just fun to watch and just one of those things.
There's a place for high art and like high investment, really well written stuff, and there is a place for I've had a long day at work. I just need to turn my brain off and not be like emotionally gutted by something really sad.
Yeah, exactly. So then I know that you've been around for not too long. It's under a year, but you know,
I did only just burst into existence in November of last year. This is true.
You were just birthed just recently, so
I just kind of appeared like out of the ground.
Just like
a precious mineral.
That popping sound effect. Just that's
it. I spawned in, yeah, like a Minecraft sheep.
But now that you have built yourself a pretty considerable audience, I would say.
Oh dear.
Is there anything that you do as I love to ask this to other people because everybody has a different answer. But I don't know if you do this right now because you're so heavily on the grind. But is there anything that you do to detach yourself and kind of like just kind of get down and be like, I want to relax? Is there any sort of anything that you do?
I think it is vitally important if you're a content creator that does anything like even semi-regularly that you have at least one hobby that you don't actively try to like make into content or that you don't try to monetize. Because if you don't have something like that, content is going to eat you alive. You need to have something. Right now, it is watching like videos that fit into my TV nerd niche brain and replaying Pokemon games. Sometimes it's different. Like it can change, but like I just need to be able to forget that I'm a YouTuber sometimes.
Exactly.
Not because it's bad, but because being a YouTuber is a curse that I would not wish on any man.
You guys think it's easy? You guys think it's easy? Huh, punks?
I haven't slept for 13 weeks.
You know, last time I ate a good meal?
You want to talk about that kind of lifestyle? Look at management. My manager, I put him through so much, and he's half of his body mass, I think, is just caffeine at this point. Let's give a nice, friendly shout out to all the VTuber managers out there, because goddamn, they need it.
Not just managers. I'll go ahead and say it right now. Editors. Any sort of editors for any content creators.
There's a reason I don't edit my own content right now, because the time sink. So I hand it off to the editors and I kneel. Same.
And I just pay them. Hey, what's your price? Whatever you want, I'll get it for you. All right. You want some McDonald's too? I'll get that for you too. Whatever.
Here you go. A living wage.
A living wage. So was there once upon a time where you did edit like your videos and stuff like that?
I've edited a few things. God, if anyone here remembers the Bees saga, basically, Mr. CEO came to me and he was like, Rin, we're going to try running adverts on your channel. And I was like, I love clout. Let's go. So he was like, can you put together like a 30-second like pre-roll ad? And I was like, I've already done it. I'm hacking into the mainframe, opening Vegas Pro.
That's how it works. Absolutely.
And then it was shown to way too many people.
And here you are.
Oh, well, I mean, that was before the great YouTube shortening of 2023, but an important step on the journey.
What do you say?
I did not realize. Oh God, go on.
Oh no, go for it. I want to hear what you about to say.
I didn't realize what stream they were going to be running that, because the entire idea was, okay, we're gonna do adverts for our streams while they're being streamed. Wow, genius. We're so smart. I didn't realize the advert they were going to put, I didn't realize the stream they were going to put that advert on. Oh. So imagine you're like watching that ad, and I'm like, I'm live! Say bees in the chat, and maybe I'll cry. That kind of thing.
Did you?
You click on the ad, and I'm planning my own funeral. Like, I'm writing my last will and testament. An interesting first experience, but probably, an indicative one of how my content tends to go. Yeah. It will kill me one day. Fun.
One day. I swear.
My funeral will be pay-per-view. I've discussed it with management.
Oh, this has been a discussion before.
Like a VTuber, like when they do the YouTuber boxing matches and you got to pay to watch them. That.
Oh my God! Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd pay for that.
Send super chats to prove you're sad.
I'm gonna go ahead and go out and tell you one of my ideas. I want to do a VTuber boxing match. Like the YouTuber
I want to do a VTuber boxing match. We are on the same page.
Yeah, it's like something like that. Somebody needs to like figure out something where they can like program a game, like a VR game where VTubers can like slip into virtual reality, get into their models like Gundams, okay? And then just fight.
Nice.
They can choose their arsenal. They can choose like you know what? Screw it. Let's actually go all out. Let's do actual Gundams. You slip into an actual Gundam, and then someone like actually like programs a game. You can have sword, like a plasma sword. You can have a gun. You can have a rail gun. You can have
a gun.
Anything like that. And I think we should have VTuber Gundam matches streamed live, and whoever can actually figure that out, I want in on it. Real bad.
You're giving away too many good ideas here. You gotta keep some stuff secret.
I mean, if I were smart enough to actually make this stuff happen, then I would keep it secret. But I'm not smart enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Like I remember the first time I ever heard of a Disney Imagineer. Do you know what that is?
I've heard the term. I believe that's just a fancy word for an ideas guy.
Pretty much. They're the guys that think of everything. And while they do have like a very big place in like the corporation or whatever like that, they come up with the ideas.
I mean, it's a paid position for a reason, I would assume.
Exactly. I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that is behind the scenes, and it's like, wouldn't it be cool if we just had VTuber Gundams? And like, I just pay people to do things.
The problem with just being the ideas guy full time is what happens when you're burnt out and you no longer have the ideas. Everyone likes the idea of being the ideas guy because that, I mean, let's be real, it seems like the least work. You don't actually have to get your hands dirty. But then once you kind of drained the well of ideas or whatever. What's left?
Oh, so you're saying like what happens when I run out of ideas?
Exactly.
Easy. I just remake old ideas. Easy.
Remake, sequel, remake, prequel.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it. It's easy. It's not that big.
Incredible.
You know, that's how it goes. Reboots happen all the time. That's how it is. I mean, they're profitable for a reason, right, boys? Yeah.
Oh dear. I mean, my idea for VTuber boxing was, I'll meet you in the 3D studio at 4 p.m. Get ready to get knocked the fuck out.
Meme behind. You know what? We should actually rebuild in VR a Waffle House, right? And then when we rebuild the Waffle House, you all get in your Waffle House uniform. Okay? One of you guys is the customer. One of you guys is the employee. Have at it. Who wins?
The interactive experience.
I think that's what we all need. But anyways, funny little tangent we went on there. But for the most part, that's cool. That's I can't believe that all derived from how do you detach.
Where am I and why?
Why exactly? No, but that's cool. I know a lot of people tend to do things like working out. They like to play certain games. They like to, do have certain hobbies, because it's very true. If you have like certain hobbies, you can most definitely detach yourself and kind of focus on that, and don't focus on monetizing it or like, because sometimes I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I start doing things outside of streaming, outside of videos. And I'm like,
dear. And do you start thinking about like, how can I turn this into content?
Exactly.
This could be content. I'm wasting time. That is a very unhealthy mindset to get into. The YouTube grind will eat you alive.
Amen. It's true. It's like I should be doing something. Like I should be recording this. Why am I not streaming this? What's going on here?
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's actually a curse.
But no, that's really great. So you have done like some meet and greets already, right? Like you have
yes, my first meet and greet was at a funny little Off-Kai expo, and nothing else happened at Off-Kai. Don't worry about it. But that was a very interesting experience. It was nice seeing like a lot of people brought Blahaj. A lot of people knew what I'm here for.
Oh, well, it's one of those things where I personally thought I was gonna be original on, but it turns out that I was beat to the punch. And a lot of other people had the exact same idea. So
I'm going to tell you, there is a certain point in a friendship I have with someone where they send me the specific video of a Blahaj, and I'm like, 15 people have sent this to me this week, but this means you understand me. I won't say which, so people can't like try and court my favor or whatever, but I know it when I see it.
So then, is there anything that you would request your fans or people to send you something else of? Like, is there anything else that would catch your attention just as much as Blahaj?
I mean, honestly, any funny scrunkly little dude.
Oh my god, that's another thing.
I have a lot of plushies, let's put it that way.
What's a scrunkle?
Basically, it's a word I stole.
Okay, I was trying to find the definition of what that is, because I heard you talking about it left and right.
Okay, I know. A scrunkly is originally a word for like, that dog's kind of ugly, but like in a cute way. Ah, the scrunkly. And then my brain just kind of took a moment like, the scrunkly.
That's a scrunkly.
And that's how we got here, I think.
Okay, so a scrunkly is like a cute, but in a ugly
I use
way?
it to mean cute because language is fluid and I do what I want.
Oh god, I hate English. It's one of those things.
Nice.
English is like I grew up speaking Spanish. Like that was my first language, so I'm technically categorized under the ESL category, and English is hard. It's difficult.
As English first and only language, English is hard.
I'm glad I feel I'm validated. So, and then when it comes to like the English language, I'm glad you brought that up, is there's a lot of different words that mean different things compared to like, British English versus like
the
American
cultural
English.
differences. Here we go. This is gonna get funny.
Oh yeah, it's one of those things that I always
It's not
like
pants, it's trousers.
Do you actually not call it pants over there? Like real talk.
Pants is used to mean underwear. So if you say I'm not wearing any pants, it's like, oh god. Be careful if you ever come over to London.
So then, do you not call it underwear?
We use underwear. I would say like the British word pants would be like bottom half underwear, if that makes sense.
And then do you say like garments? What do you say for like the entire attire?
The undergarments. I just say underwear, honestly.
Just underwear. Yeah, that's
because you wear it under your normal clothes. We're so smart.
There's some things about there's certain rules about English that really just upset me. And
it's a mess.
English
was cobbled together from all the other languages, and it shows.
So then, do you say, is it bathroom over there, or is it?
I would say bathroom.
Okay, bathroom. Okay, because I've heard people, I guess like this other regions in Europe that call it like a washroom.
I mean, if you said that word, I would know what it meant. It's just not the word I would default to.
Yeah. Okay.
Like washroom, restroom, bathroom.
Also, I absolutely love like the UK for the people. I think the people are not only hilarious, but they're really they're hilarious and funny. It's like it's my favorite.
I mean, that's because most of us are miserable.
Is that why?
The weather sucks. Everything's falling apart. This is what the kids call coping.
Everything's falling apart. So then I wanted to ask, because this is something that has been a topic that's been brought up and to my attention. I kind of brought up a little bit like while we were just like talking before the stream, but like pudding.
Oh dear.
Can we talk about how everything is called pudding?
Okay. First of all, don't you come over here. We're in Britain. We speak British.
Okay. It's just like Americans speak American. I like that. Okay. We're starting off on a good foot. I like that.
Oh, okay. No.
But
I'd say it's like just a classification, if anything. You've got your dinner foods, you've got your breakfast food, you've got your desserts, your puddings.
That's kind of the realization I came to as well, but I wanted to see if anybody...
then it gets complicated. Then it's like, but what's Yorkshire pudding? Yorkshire pudding is a dinner food, but it's made from like the same stuff that pancake batter is. So where are we, and what's going on?
What's your favorite type of pudding then?
I have very basic taste right now. I mean, honestly, I feel personally like there's a distinguishment between like pudding and then like cakes or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that like the kind of impression you have?
Yeah. That's kind of like how I go about it. Like, for example, I have a favorite pudding. Like, I have my favorite pudding. I had this for the first time last year, I want to say. Yeah, last year. And it's a British dessert. And it was the greatest thing I've ever had in my entire life. It was sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not much of a toffee person because it kind of messes me up a little bit.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like toffee.
Oh, but then... but this toffee is extra good or something.
Dude,
There's always something that just catches you off guard.
I'm so used to, like there's a lot of memes around like British cooking and like British foods and food culture over there. And the fact that the sticky toffee pudding caught me so off guard that I wanted to take back everything I've ever said or I've ever talk shit about when it comes to British food.
All right, you all can keep your bottles of water.
But like, I went to, what was it? It was Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. That's what it was. And
Gordon Ramsay, my beloved.
Are you a fan of Gordon Ramsay?
I enjoy a little bit of Gordon Ramsay's Hotel Hell.
Oh my god.
I think it's silly goofy.
One of the best things about YouTube is that they have episodes for free.
They have the episodes, yeah. It's so good for just, I need to turn my brain off. Let's go. I'm gonna see this man tear a small family-owned business to shreds.
Oh my God. It's one of those things where I look at it and I'm like, I usually think for myself, right? And I'm like, okay, why this? Why that? You know, all according to me. When Gordon Ramsay's on the screen, it's like, okay, he does that all for me. Like, he is the authority. Like, I look at him like as the leader. It's like, oh, if Gordon Ramsay says so, then it must be true. And I get to turn off my brain in that regard. Which
He's
is great.
got those leadership skills.
So is Hotel Hell your favorite Gordon Ramsay show?
I mean, I'm not much of like a food person, but I am a little bit of a backseat manager.
Oh yeah. Do you like to micromanage yourself?
Oh dear. I mean, until I get distracted.
Yeah, same here. Okay, so then when it comes to, as you said, you're not much of a food person, but do you have like a favorite food?
Honestly, I'm a bit weird with food. I don't eat very much, and when I do, it's probably trash. What am I eating right now? It's sausage rolls, and it's, oh dear. And it's microwave rice. Don't look at me. And I'm actually, no, listen, it's fine. I learned how to make pasta. And I get a nice tomato sauce and I get some nice cheddar cheese. And that's got calcium and it's got vitamins. Take that.
That was the I'm sorry, that was the most British thing you've said for the past hour. Hold on. Okay. So there was pasta, tomato sauce,
tomato sauce,
cheddar cheese,
grated on the top.
Wait, cheddar, not Parmesan, no nothing. Just cheddar.
I'm not much of a Parmesan person, honestly. Okay. I get that nice mature cheddar cheese. I'm like, yes, it's time.
That's a combination.
Lunch.
That's a combination where on paper it sounds all right, but like in practice, I'm like,
is that not normal? I've been having that my entire damn life.
No, like I feel like that should be good, but for some reason, like in my brain, like it's not registering as like something that would, like cheddar cheese and
that is the most normal pasta I can possibly imagine. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Oh, yeah, true. But anyways, but that is it's cool that you learn how to cook pasta.
How to make pasta at age, don't worry about it.
I was 10 years old when I learned how to boil pasta.
Listen, when you have a certain level of support in your life, you don't need to learn how to do certain skills. It's fine.
That is true. That is something that I had to come to realization.
I have 0 in most of my stats, but then in like the YouTube stuff, it's like, okay, this is where I focus. I sit at my computer for 17 hours a day.
I maxed out my YouTube skill tree.
Exactly. Everything else is being neglected. I am starving to death.
Oh God.
It's for that content, baby.
I don't need to learn how to cook a steak or how to make lasagna.
Varied diets, get out of here. I take vitamin pills and I'm fine.
That's something I've started to do recently. Like it's actually really nice to take vitamin pills.
God knows if it actually helps, but it's probably better than nothing. So
it could be placebo for all we know.
God, if it's even if it's placebo, it makes me feel better. So
exactly, like a lot of people. This is the thing about placebo that I don't get. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it doesn't work. It's placebo." It's like, well, smart guy, it's working. So that means placebo is probably working. Guy. Smart guy, it's working. So placebo must be working. It must be an actual thing. So I don't care what they put in there, whether it be placebo, gazebo, or actual vitamins. It works.
I mean, that works differently for different people, though. Is just the issue.
That's true.
So
that's true. It just works.
It could be like, I feel great, and then another person can be like, I know these don't do anything, so I'm not going to feel anything from them. Ergo, henceforth, perchance, no placebo here.
Yeah.
God, science is weird.
Perchance. That's one of my favorite words that I started using right now. Did you know that?
Perchance, yes, indubitably.
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 3 words that I recently learned that I can't stop using now. It's perchance, indubitably,
and discombobulate. Discombobulated. Get discombobulated, idiot.
Have you seen that movie, the Sherlock Holmes by Robert Downey Jr.?
I have not. I don't watch many films. The
Watch
last film I watched was The Fast and the Furious.
No shot.
And
really?
That was a while ago. I mean, if I don't have time for anime, do you think I have time for movies?
True. But you never know. It might be that you enjoy films more because they're, dissected in 2-hour increments rather than like binging 8 hours or something like that. But
I mean, honestly, if I have 2 hours, I'm probably just gonna watch a video essay.
So you're a YouTube Andy, just like me. That's what I do all the time.
It's hell, but it's my hell.
It's isn't it great? It's like, I love watching video essays on like the Dark Souls lore, or watching video essays on like broken Disney rides that don't exist anymore.
Exactly. There's a special place in my heart for like the 3-hour-long video essay of like, what the fuck is The Vampire Diaries?
Yeah, exactly.
A show I've never watched and never plan on watching, but now I know all of the lore.
Yeah, oh my god, it's literally like my favorite thing about YouTube right now. It's like I can learn, like I had never watched, what's it called? Well, actually there was one not video essay, but there was a lot of like different talk of a show. Actually it's a British show, and I'm interested in watching it now. And it's called damn, hold on a minute.
Give him a minute.
Hold on.
Give him a minute.
Live on air. Hold on a second. What's that British gangster show?
Just give him a few minutes.
It's about the mob.
Maybe longer.
It's like a show.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has the Oppenheimer guy on it.
The Oppenheimer guy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Oppenheimer, yes.
John Oppenheimer, yes. That's my favorite historical figure.
People are saying Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. That's exactly right. I was about to say.
Chat got it before you, so
Did you guys really? Oh my god, you guys did. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, Peaky Blinders. That's the one. So I've watched like a bunch of things on it, and now I'm actually interested in watching it.
Okay. It tends to have that effect when you watch something about it.
It's like I want to see it now. It's like what's going on?
I know everything about it. I must just see it in execution.
Exactly. No, that's my favorite genre. I'm glad that you're just like me, because I have a lot of friends that are like, yeah, YouTube is cool. You get your news, you get your how-tos, you get your video game related stuff.
Minecraft Let's Plays, yeah.
Minecraft, stuff like video games, but like, have you really gone into what's good about YouTube? Like, come on. These 3-hour video essays are just incredible.
Because that kind of stuff just can't really exist anywhere that's not YouTube, can it?
Correct.
Like, where's it going to go? TV isn't going to take it. What other sites do we have? Vimeo? Freaking Dailymotion?
Do those still exist? Is that true?
If they do, they are probably hang on by a thread.
I remember, oh man, I remember Vimeo back in the day. I used to upload some stuff to Vimeo. But stuff that I didn't want people to see. Yeah. It was stuff I didn't want people to see. So it was like one of those, and I completely lost control of like the account, and I'm wondering if like I can even try to find it now. I hope not. I hope they took that down.
Is it worth it? Hopefully the entire site's just gone up in flames.
Amen. YouTube, there's no other greater thing than YouTube, personally. But
I mean, honestly, YouTube could only, it makes sense when you think about it. The reason there isn't another competitor to YouTube is that YouTube can probably only be run by like the company responsible for one of the biggest advertising firms in the entire world. Because God, video takes up so much data.
I know.
If you try with anything less than like an absurd amount of money, you're going to be bankrupt in the first month.
True. It's money. Money is everything when it comes in that department. You know what I mean? But
it is unfortunate, but at least we can complain about YouTube all we want. But like, the alternative is nothing. So I guess, not saying we shouldn't be complaining about certain stuff, because God, it's a mess sometimes. But like,
I know.
At least we've got something. Let's try and work with this while we still can.
While we still can. So then with Idle EN, I did want to ask a couple things. So you had some new gen mates recently come up.
A new gen, not new gen mates. The second,
yeah, that's right.
The secret 6th member of Isekai. Wait, that's Frito. Okay, don't worry about it.
Well, it's like I get this. Like sometimes I get the lingo mixed up so much, like gen mates and like
it's
generation and stuff like that. But No, like a new generation. You got some new. You're a senpai now, essentially.
Oh dear. I mean,
How does that
technically, I've
feel?
been a senpai since God. When did Rido debuted in February of this year? And
That's right.
but Rido is kind of like Gen 1.5 in that she's between Isekai and Endless Gen 2. So
Yeah.
she's in a very different position than like everyone else in the company. Not
Yeah.
a bad one,
No,
but
it's
she'll
just
be
a little
like
bit
grouped with
separate.
she'll be grouped with us like differently based on different things and
Yeah,
stuff.
of course.
Just whatever works, really.
And I really like her too. Actually, I recently started to see her her covers, some of the covers that she does, and
the short
they're really
ones
cool.
or the full on ones.
The short ones.
Yeah, I've been seeing that she's also on the shorts game.
Yeah, and some of them
She's got a skill set and she knows what she's doing with it.
Exactly, that's a beautiful thing. But the one that I always like come back to, actually, she got a song stuck in my head. Lido has, and I don't. Have you ever heard of what is it called? It's like Russian hard bass or like Slavic hard bass or something like that. You ever heard of that?
If I heard it, maybe I'd recognize it from one of her shorts.
Yeah, it's like a song where it's like hard, like crazy ass bass, and it's like a bunch of like it's like a Slavic guy that's just dancing like all crazy, and I'm like I must know this song. I must know this song. So that's like this. It's like Slavic hard bass or something like that. Something like that. But either way, when it comes to like your new generation, how does it feel to have like? I mean, I know that Lido has been debuted before this new generation, stuff like that. But how does it feel to be a senpai and be possibly somebody that a lot of people look up to in your agency?
No, it was very like a different feeling when some of them came up to me and they were like, "Hi, Rin senpai," and I was like, "Rin, what now?"
What's that?
Oh, these people respect me. Oh dear, no, this is gonna go straight to my head.
Your ego is getting too massive right now.
Like they're all good kids. I just wasn't prepared.
It's like when kids come up to you. It's like, I heard you're the candy man. You have all the good stuff.
I heard you're the YouTube Shorts man. Give us some advice, and I go, okay.
All right, yes, I can give you some pointers and stuff, and that actually inclines me to ask and stuff. I always ask this with specific VTubers that, you know, I have some volume to their agency and stuff like that. Who out of all the debuts that you have seen, which one's the one that kind of surprised you the most, if there is one?
That's a good question. I mean, I still remember going back to Rido. I still remember when we do like test runs for our debut streams because I think that's important.
That's very smart, by the way.
Yeah. When we do those kind of test runs, everyone ends up doing them. God, I remember mine. The slight shit show. Good thing that didn't go on air. Good thing we sorted it. No, we were watching
the secret tapes of your what's it?
I don't even think. I think I destroyed the VOD because it was like, there's no point in this being in. No one's ever gonna see it.
Okay.
Sad piano music. 07. Rido had a few like run-throughs of hers where she was like, "Oh, but I can do this better." And I was watching the first one. And I think this made it through to the final. She was like, "Okay, you want to hear some singing?" And we were all in the chat like, "Yeah," like me and the managers who were there, like simulating the chat to make sure it was all working.
That's cute.
And she switches scenes and she starts singing like the Giga Chad song. Like that in like the way that she sings with a really high pitched voice. And I was like, the energy has changed.
I didn't even know that had like lyrics. I didn't know that was an actual song.
I first time ever hearing that song in full was on that day.
Wow. And it ended up being in the final cut, you said?
I believe so, yes, because she uses like that stone head emoji a lot, and I think that's where it came from.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of like, it's chiseled. That's actually a pretty good representation of the Giga Chad thing. It's just like a Stonehenge thing.
The Giga Chad, man. Jonathan Chad.
Jonathan Chad. I love that. There's one thing I also wanted to mention. You had plenty of collabs I imagine.
Yeah.
And you had your fair share of them. What would you say would be one of your most memorable collabs that you've had?
Am I gonna talk about the game show again? Because that might just be recency bias, but you know.
I mean, go for it. Yeah, is that your favorite one so far? The one that comes off?
I mean, I've had some. I don't tend to do too many collabs just because I forget they're an option sometimes. I'll be scheduling, and it's like, sorry, I can't do this week, and I can't do next week. I've got a thing on the time that you're free next week, so we might just have to. I have a collab with Mr. Banzoin Haka from Hollow Stars on
Mr.
the
Haka.
Saturday of this week.
That's awesome.
We have been meaning to do something together for ages, and it has never materialized because one of us has always been in the middle of something.
That's one of the things about the YouTube game that I don't think a lot of people realize is that
half of it is scheduling at a certain point.
Yes, scheduling is huge. Like
what time zone are you in? And when are you free, and when you have meetings, and when you're streaming, and when you're doing other things, and what day is good for you? Are you out of the house this day? Are you? Oh, sorry, I've got stuff that day, and I've got a busy day the day after, so I gotta get an early night's sleep, and then it just turns into a whole thing.
And sometimes things come up just randomly. It could be that you might be sick, or maybe something came up with your agency or something. You just literally don't feel like streaming. You're not in the mood for streaming.
Sometimes there's just behind the scenes stuff that you didn't realize was going to be there. Yeah.
Exactly. And
there are so many moving parts. It's, there's a lot you don't see. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that would surprise you. Not even in the drama way, just in the oh, no, that makes sense. That makes sense that that's how that's handled kind of way. Yeah.
And I'm of the opinion where if you're not feeling up to streaming, then don't stream. If you're not,
because you're just going to put on a bad performance.
Exactly. Yeah. And people are there to see you perform, I guess.
Perform.
Perform. And it's one of those things where if you're not at the absolute entertaining mood, I say just take a day off. Maybe do something else. Go for a walk, touch grass.
No, because if I'm in a bit of a mood, then I can just say to my manager, I'm not feeling it. Do you think I should reschedule? And 9 times out of 10, they'll be like, no, go lie down. Just have a rest, drink some hot chocolate or something. They look out for us, honestly.
Once again,
they look out for us more than I look out for me sometimes.
Once again, shout outs to all the managers out there.
Doing God's work.
Always doing a great, fantastic work. I know I've had the pleasure of working with your managers and stuff like that, and they've been nothing but cool people, and really nice. That's for damn sure.
They might be a bit sleep deprived, but they do damn fine work when it counts.
So another thing too, I don't know if you can't answer this, let me know. But if there is if money, scheduling, or anything else was not a factor, what would you do? Is there any sort of event or any sort of thing that you would want to do?
Without getting too far into it, because all the reasons ever, there are a few projects I'm kind of cooking in the background. Oh, God. Where I'm like, okay, if I can just figure out how this is going to help us, then I can get this through. But sometimes I worry more about the money than management, because I'm like, this is going to cost, and we need video editors, and we need a guy doing this, and I'll have to, and then they'll be like, Rin, we have editors. That's what they're for.
We have a full team, Chica. Come on now.
I mean, just I tend to worry about that stuff a little bit too much, but sometimes, if money wasn't a huge worry, then honestly, there's a lot of stuff that I've got in the background that's just going to take a bit longer to get out because of the financial thing. Because, we have money, but we also need to make sure we have savings, and we need to be able to pay people and things like that, Yeah. We're running a business. We do as much as we can, but we've got to stay afloat somehow,
Absolutely.
It's just very lucky that that we do manage to get most of the stuff that we want to do through. Yeah.
Which is really cool, to be honest with you.
They're not prioritizing profits, I don't think. It's we're making what we need to, and then we can give you this amount, and you can go and do whatever the fuck you want with that. And I'm like, yeah!
Respect. Hell yeah, brother. I like that. So then when it comes to money, without just a kind of like a quick question, because this is something that I've always really liked hearing other people's perspective or what they would do. Let's say you hit the lottery. Let's say it's like
oh boy,
$500 million. What are you doing next?
$500 million, $500 million dollarinos.
What would you do with that money for content? Let's just say. Like, I'll give you mine.
Does the Blahaj Mansion count as content?
Blahaj Mansion? You'd buy a mansion? Like, similarly,
I mean, you could do a house tour.
That's true. No, that's absolutely true.
I mean, honestly, like, if I had a little bit more space, I'd set up like a 3D studio or something. So maybe that honestly.
Really cool. That would be really cool to do. Have you ever heard of a guy named Tobin?
Are we talking about the cardboard cutout guy?
Yes, the cardboard cutout guy. Yes. Would you do something like
familiar.
that? Would you do something like that, but with Blahajas everywhere? Like, have you seen his mansion? His mansion is insane.
I mean, maybe I would lean a little bit more into the, interior design bit. I'd probably hope that I wouldn't have to explain too much when having people around to stay.
I mean, what is there to
explain? Because
they
understand the sharks. Yeah, they understand that the sharks are the written thing. She brings sharks with her. It's
true.
Oh dear.
Absolutely.
It's my thing, and they understand that. The Blahaj Mansion, though, would be the house tour, but there's just a Blahaj in every room, and it's just not acknowledged.
Have you ever, when I first saw you, it's speaking of sharks and stuff like that, which is really something. Is Penrose like a play on word of penguin?
That's my name. You can't go there, dude.
Is that? I've always wondered.
You'll be hearing from my legal team. You can't just go on the internet and spread lies, dude.
Penrose, penguin. It's like, and you're rocking kind of like the fit that can resemble a little bit like a penguin.
He's backtracking.
I mean, I've always wanted to know, but it's always interesting because when you brought up sharks and you love sharks and stuff like that, I'm like, isn't a shark like a natural predator to a penguin or something like that? It's that's very interesting.
Friendly. The shark slander is an actual pressing issue. Jaws has done irreparable damage to society.
Oh my God! Actually, that reminds me. Have you ever seen the video of a shark bringing a turtle that had a rope attached and it was literally infected and it was dying and stuff? A shark literally went up to a fisherman's boat and handed them a turtle.
They're good creatures. They're just being slandered.
Yeah, and that's one of the first posts that I saw that I was like, oh, sharks are kind of cool.
No, because that's the idea in culture of the big scary shark. Dun 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 dun.
Jaws.
They're not out to get you or whatever. You're more likely to die from a falling vending machine than a shark attack.
Correct. I actually there's a slander. There was a statistic that kind of blew my mind. But I won't repeat it on here. I'll probably tell you after the show. But it has to do with America and it has to do with schools. Anyways, so when it comes to what is it? Sea creatures and stuff. You like sharks? Another sea creature that I've been fascinated with, and I wanted to hear your thoughts on.
Go on.
Orcas.
IKEA has an orca, and he is in my house, and he's just chilling.
Okay, so he's big chillin'. So
his name is one? Biscuit.
Oh, that's a cute name for it. It's
he's just a little guy.
Yeah. Okay. Not only one, right? Not multiple, Blahaj.
I mean, I go on and on about the sharks. I'm not opposed to other silly little guys. It's just the sharks are
there's no turf war
and recognizable, and I welcome, as long as they get along with the sharks, I welcome them into my house.
Orcas are crazy. They just don't give a single rat's ass or a single shit. It's kind of insane. They're not they're the perfect in between. They're because I've realized that sharks are actually kind of gentle. They're don't bug them and they won't bug you, that type of vibe. Then there's orcas, which they can fuck with you if you really want. but overall, they're not that bad either. And then
They're just chill.
And then there's dolphins. And dolphins are the real assholes. And like the dolphins are like the real assholes and the ones that actually kind of scare me now. Unless they're at SeaWorld or something.
I'm thinking now. Sharks have a bad rap because of media, but they're like funny little guys. Dolphins are like, they're the dogs of the sea. They go and whatever. And they can be nightmares.
They can.
Good God, they can be nightmares.
I mean, have you heard of what they do to like pufferfish?
Do I need to?
I do. I can tell. It's actually really fascinating. At the same time, it's really fucked up.
Fascinating in what way?
So what they do is with the pufferfish, you know how like they balloon up, right?
Mm.
And they're poisonous.
Yes.
So dolphins take that poison, and they get high off of it.
Damn, why are they built like that?
and they play like beach ball with the pufferfish. So they're like tormenting
that's
this.
quite amusing.
Yeah, this poor pufferfish is just getting ballooned around, like kind of played around with by dolphins. Just like they're being real assholes.
Sounds like something you'd see in a cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're the bullies, and the pufferfish is trying to live its life, and it's trying to emit the poison to be able to fend off predators. But this specific predator is actually like getting high and having a good time with it.
I'm just imagining like just a dolphin in like one of those varsity jackets just pushing a pufferfish into a locker.
Yeah, like a varsity
jacket. Squirt!
Yeah, that's what. Dolphins are assholes, dude. But they're also. Really, I think all animals are pretty funny. But
they can all be a little bit silly goofy.
I know. They actually are. All right, Ren. I have a very special segment for you.
Oh dear, here comes the segment.
Chat, you guys know what we do around here. We like to do specific segments with our guests, and
That's a good segment.
I have had the pleasure of doing a different one every single time, but this one is a little bit more specialized for Rin.
Oh dear.
And this will be one that I think will be one for the ages. You are British, no?
Tragically, yes.
You call it a British debuff. Yes?
God help me.
Well, sister, we're gonna help you fix that shit right now.
Oh dear Lord, what is this?
Because we're gonna attempt to make you American. All right?
Get out of here. I can't do this anymore.
We're gonna help you become American. A free woman. Land of the free. So this segment is called Make Me a Freedom Lady. Starring Rin Penrose. So what I have for you.
This is a cry for help.
Miss Penrose, if we would be so inclined as to take my citizenship test to inaugurate you as as an American citizen. Don't actually come over here. Only around these parts will you be. You only have jurisdiction in this specific office. You go outside the office, you're British again. So do with that as you will. But as of right now, we are going to test you because just like with every good American, God-given person on this earth, they have to test in order to be able to become free.
I mean, you do actually have those tests when you're trying out for like dual citizenship. I know the UK has one where it's like, do you know the history? Do you know some other stuff? Okay, here's your passport. I mean, a way more complicated version of that. But basically, I expect my passport in the mail within 6 to 8 working weeks.
6 to 8. You know what? I don't know how the semantics works or none of that nonsense. But you know what? I'm just gonna say you're an American citizen if you pass this test. How's that?
Oh, joyous day.
All right, sister. Are you ready for your test?
Never, always. All of the possibilities in between.
All right, editor son, you know what to do. He likes to usually do, some sort of nice little edits, nice little credits, nice little title card or whatever, with the name of the show. and stuff like that. And he'll do his best. Usually I have a PowerPoint, but I thought, you know what? I think this one is too good to actually have a PowerPoint.
I mean, PowerPoint's are my thing. You wouldn't step on my toes like that.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't do that to Rin because
you wouldn't do that to me.
PowerPoints are her thing.
Now that's respect for your guest.
See, and I'm pretty sure it's not just respect. I think she actually has like a copyright law against it, and I'd be hearing from her legal team way more sooner than expected.
I own several patents. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna like stray away from that and just verbally, and then fix it in post. I think that's a great idea. All
nice.
Right. Well, little Miss Lady. Are you ready for your American citizenship test?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, little lady. It's time for your first question. Dude, I wish I had. You know what? Like, real talk, like, just a little side thing. I actually am thinking about moving this set to somewhere else so I can have, like, fun effects whenever, like, you get something right.
The big monitor in the background that shows all the whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm going to be doing that. So just like a little sneak peek.
The segments are going to get on another level.
Oh, yeah. I'm planning on it. But anyways. All right, little Miss Lady. Question number 1 of your American citizenship test. All right.
Diably.
True or false? The U.S. covers the royal family more than the United Kingdom.
Covers? What?
That's right, covers. In terms of news.
Oh. God, I wouldn't even be surprised. Oh, dear. I could believe it if you said it was true, but I'm going to go false just because of the nationalism, the England #1. Kind of
England #1.
England.
So once again, the question: true or false? The U.S. covers the royal family more than the U.K. and it comes to news. And the answer is that is true. The U.S. does cover.
I'm barely surprised.
Does cover the
well,
royal
you've got some
family.
of the members of the royal family living in the States, don't you?
Do we? I have no idea.
I swear.
I mean, didn't one of the royals marry an American or something?
It's a whole thing, isn't it?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know anything about the royal family. I only know my mom watches The Crown, and there's some documentaries on that, and that's about it. I have no. I don't know. I know that you know there's a king now, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole thing. But anyways. But yes, the U.S. does cover the royal family, or talks about them way more than the U.K. does, which is interesting.
To be fair, I suppose we're just too busy talking about our failing government instead. Don't worry about it.
All right, little Miss Lady, you ready for question number 2? The first one was a miss, but it's okay. We got plenty of questions coming your way. You ready for this?
What's a passing grade in this test?
Passing grade is a D+.
And how what
D+. So basically, if it's 65% or more, you're a passing grade.
65%. Good God.
Why is that a bad thing?
No, that's a D+ for 65%. Okay, well, the society might be ruined. This is fine.
Are you saying that we're a little too lenient?
I'm saying that God. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We clearly grew up in different education systems.
Well, those Miss Lady, in the land of the free, a D+ is just as good as an A+. All right? All right, let's move on to question number 2. All right. Picture this. All right? You're a hard-working American, and you need a quick hot beverage to drink and want a nice cup of hot chocolate or tea or whatever. You have a mug, water, a tea bag, and a microwave. 2 questions come out of this.
Oh dear.
How long do you microwave your water?
I was going to say 2 minutes, but like the wattage or something would be different over there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I would normally, if I'm making a hot drink, it's 2 minutes and then I stir it and then it's another one. But the grids are different and stuff. So is that something that makes sense over there? I don't know what the difference is. I don't know which one is like more powerful or whatever.
So is your answer 2 minutes?
Let's go with 2 minutes.
Little lady, that is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, depending on wattage.
It's
is an acceptable
It's preference, isn't it?
Is an acceptable answer. Now, part 2 of this question. You ready for this?
Oh, God.
Do you put the tea bag before or after you microwave the water?
The British way of doing things, you put the tea bag in and you put the water. Well, we'd use a kettle, obviously, because we're civilized. So you boil the water.
Lady, we have microwaves over here in the land of the free. So
you can get an electric kettle. It'll improve your life.
I don't know what an electric kettle is. I have no idea what that is.
Are. God.
But my question...
That keeps catching me off guard. That doesn't seem like a thing that should only be over here. God, next thing you'll be telling me you don't have teas maids. Oh. He doesn't have a teas maid, does he? Clearly, you don't own a teas maid.
Little Miss Lady, I have no idea what the hell that is. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no idea what that is. But is your answer before or after you microwave the tea?
I mean, because it's got to, like, the tea's got to dissipate in the water over a certain amount of time. Wait, are you using tea bags or, like, the loose leaf stuff?
Tea bags.
Okay. I'm going to go before because that's all I know.
Little Miss Lady, that is correct. You put it right before you hit the microwave.
We're on the same page about some stuff. Okay.
All right, Miss Lady. You are one step closer to becoming an American citizen. Let's go!
Oh, the joys.
Are you ready for your third question?
I don't know. Am I?
I think you are. Let's see. All right. How many stars are on the American flag?
It's
and
50,
how
one for each state.
Many stripes?
I would not be able to tell you the number of stripes. Is it like 13 because we had 13 to begin with, and now look how we've grown as an American family. I don't ask me questions.
So what's your answer about the stars?
I know it's 50 stars right now.
And the stripes?
For now.
And the stripes?
13 doesn't seem like too small of a number. So let's say 13.
Little Miss Lady, you are correct. There are 50 stars.
I'm so smart.
And 13 stripes.
I'm so smart.
Representing the good old original OG 13 colonies of the American...
How did I know this? Because I'm just so smart, obviously.
Because
they do not teach anything about American history in schools here.
Yeah, probably. All right.
This is online osmosis at best. Mm.
Hell yeah, sister. Hell yeah. All right. Next question. Question number... What are we at? Okay, we had
12.
no question number 4. Question number 4. What do you call a bee that lives in America?
As in the insect?
Yes.
Is this going to be something insane like you call them all wasps?
There's only one answer to this, little Miss Lady.
I don't like that look you just gave the camera.
Well, whatever do you mean?
Oh, no.
What is your guess?
Even chat's confused. They're like, bro, what?
What's your answer?
God, I don't even know.
Do you
just call normal bees wasps or something?
No, an American bee.
Good.
Is called a USB.
That's our show. Thanks for coming out tonight, lads. He looks so smug with himself. Look at that face. Look at that face. God, it pisses me off. Oh, dear. This is a sham. This has always been a sham.
Well.
Yu-Gi-Oh! 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 Get out of here, guys! He's not worth
it. No, not the word. No, she said the word. Fellers. My American brethren, stay here.
They're already gone.
All right. Ready for a fifth question of this quiz.
Dear.
All right. The British people have called the bathroom, or slang for the bathroom was called the loo.
Mm-hmm.
Americans also have slang for the bathroom. What is that slang word? I'll give you a hint. It is a first name, and it is short.
John.
That is correct. Congratulations.
I think the thing that some of you people don't realize is that a lot of American media gets brought over here, so we just kind of start picking up on this stuff.
Perfect. Then you're completely qualified to be an American citizen. Absolutely.
Oh, so we can just skip the rest of the test, so we don't have to have anything like US.
No, you still have to go through the procedures, just like every other God-given American civilized citizen.
But I have money. Surely that passes by such silly notions as freedom.
Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. You got money? Hold on a minute. That kind of bypasses
I told you I have some patents.
Hold on a minute. Wait, one thing Americans love is capitalism. I will definitely look over these different things that you just brought up.
Interesting.
All right. Next question. Rin, one of these cities is not an American city.
It's over. I'm doomed.
Are you ready?
Geography is my weakest subject. Let's go.
Paris.
Oh.
London.
It's over.
Budapest. Tokyo. If you need me to repeat those, let me know.
I feel like it would be Tokyo just because that's not like a European kind of name. Like.
Well, neither is Budapest.
Fair. I was just thinking on like a linguistic level.
True. Not a bad thing.
Like what are you even doing in like Tokyo, Louisiana? Like what is that? That does not fit. Those do not sound the same.
True. To be honest with you, none of these sound the same. Or sound like they should be in America. There's Paris, London, Budapest, and Tokyo.
I can absolutely see you taking Paris. Just no doubts on that one.
No doubts?
Oh, no doubts?
No doubts.
Oh, dear.
Which one of these is
I'm just going to say Tokyo as a person who pretends to know linguistics. Because those are...
So,
not me
Tokyo?
about to say they're from completely different language families.
True. So, your final guess? Or your answer is
Let's
Tokyo?
go with Tokyo, because what else was I going to guess?
Well, little Miss Lady, Tokyo is correct. That is not an American city.
Linguistics, it works again. I'm so smart.
Yes.
I'm a genius.
Tokyo is not an actual city in America. The other cities are actual American cities.
Once again, completely understand. Like, Paris, Georgia.
Actually, it's Paris, Texas.
Of course it's Texas. It was only going to be Texas or Florida, let's be real.
And then it was London, Ohio.
Nice.
Then there's Budapest, Georgia.
Yeah, no, that feels
And technically
accurate.
speaking, there is a Tokyo, but it's not spelled with a Y, it's spelled with an I. And that's in New York.
Oh, dear.
And that's in New York. Tokyo, New York.
So the question's rigged. And I got it right anyway.
You got it right. Congratulations. And by the way, there is many other... Actually, I'm pretty sure America has every single European city in America.
I mean, you have a state called New Hampshire, for crying out loud. I wonder where you got that from, huh?
New Hampshire. or Amsterdam. We also do have New England.
Literally the entirety of New Mexico.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, congratulations. You got that one correct. That's very impressive of you. All right. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. Who drinks more? The average American drinking coffee or the average British person drinking tea?
Ooh.
Who drinks more? And I do have stats.
Was it bad? I thought this was going to be about alcohol.
I wish.
I probably have more of a shot at answering that one.
What do you think?
No. I mean, I know a lot of tea drinkers. Put it that way.
Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure you have to be a tea drinker in order to be a British citizen. Like that's how I understand it. That's how it is.
We've got a lot of tea bags in the kitchen. Kitchens,
yeah.
plural. They're everywhere.
Plural.
We needed more than one kitchen just to hold them.
This is our tea kitchen, and this is our food kitchen.
It's different. Please trust. Oh God.
What do you think?
Is maybe America drinking a bunch of tea because they're doing capitalism so much?
Well, to restate the question, the average American drinking coffee or the average Brit drinking tea? Who drinks more?
I'm going to say the average British person drinking cups of tea. Just because when I think of Americans, coffee isn't necessarily like the thing that I would associate visually with that. But when you go to Britain, it's like, oh yeah, cup of tea, bottle of water.
Biscuits and crumpets and tea time. Picnics.
What are you doing eating trumpets at tea time?
Is that not acceptable? Oh, my bad.
I think he meant crumpets. I think he got a little confused.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. So yeah, that's what I meant. Did I say trumpets? Oh my God, like the instrument?
He said trumpets.
Oh my God.
He said trumpets twice.
Oh God. Anyways, the answer to this question is the average American drinking coffee drinks more.
I did not see that one coming. Okay.
And it's not necessarily because there's more Americans than there are British people.
No, because it's average, isn't it? So
it's average.
The population isn't relevant here.
Correct. So on average, a British person drinks about 2 to 3 cups a day.
I see that.
An American drinks about 3 to 5 cups a day of coffee.
How are you still standing?
And when I learned about this, I'm like, bro, like, why are we making fun of British people for tea and we're not being made fun of for drinking coffee?
I'm slightly concerned now. I gotta check in with some of my friends.
Yeah, it's like kind of insane. I'm like, bro, like,
that's why my manager says that it runs through his veins. Oh, society.
Things are starting to click.
My goodness.
You're
I'm
one step
so
closer
much.
to becoming American, but you did miss that question. However, it's okay. We still got plenty more.
I understand now.
All right. Next question. Picture this.
Oh, dear.
You're hanging out with your buddies, and they ask you to go hang out, but it's 30 degrees outside. What do you put on?
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
I'll ask again. Picture this. You're hanging out with your buddies, your American buddies, and they ask you, do you go to hang out, but it's 30 degrees outside. What do you put on?
This is going to be in freedom units, so it's going to be fucking freezing, so...
What are you putting on?
God, I don't even go outside when it's cold, so I don't even have any winter gear, do I? I just stay inside and wait for death to claim me.
So what are you putting on, Rin?
Can we go with winter clothing? Because that's going to be a little bit... It's going to be a little bit chilly.
You got it. That's exactly right. A jacket, winter clothing, a coat, whatever the case may be.
We were having a discussion before, like, whilst we were setting up about, like, it's really hot in America. And I was talking about how it got to 40 degrees Celsius this time last year, which is 104 Fahrenheit. And, oh, boy, sure is interesting having to juggle these two metrics of Temperature, God.
Freedom units. So
let's just
so
go.
Good.
Let's just all use Kelvin. I think that's the
oh,
true.
God. That's like
chaotic neutral.
That's like the black sheep of the degree family. You don't want to invite like that weird.
Your buddies ask you to go out, and it's 0 degrees Kelvin outside.
Kelvin?
What are you putting on? A spacesuit.
A spacesuit. All right. Good job. You answered that one correctly. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Why isn't there any knock-knock jokes about America?
Because apparently you people don't, I don't know, sleep or go home because you're too busy drinking coffee? God.
Is that your final answer?
No, obviously not. Because I don't like that little. Stop dancing. Stop that. Oi. 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 Yes. Because in America, we don't talk to each other. Oh, dear.
Very close. I'm just kidding.
No. Oh, no. We get our wild buffaloes to do it for us. I don't know which state I'm even thinking about. Probably Texas.
There it is. You're closer. You're getting closer to being American.
How is this close to anything?
Well, you brought out
the
accent.
Where the fuck do you live?
You brought out the accent. You're getting closer. You're morphing. It's
because we
spreading.
Don't say hello. We say Ohio. It's the worst thing I've ever said. See, it's funny because that's the right response. Yes, thank you. I see what this is.
I don't know about that one. Chief. Not very American, not very freedom-like.
Because we all have doorbells. I don't know.
Because freedom rings!
What?
Because freedom rings!
Yeah, no, I heard you the first time. What does this mean?
It's a concept that you're going to have to get used to when you become an American citizen.
Rings what exactly? You can't just say that. You can't just say that, man.
It just rings. Freedom rings throughout everything.
How? How does this work? What are the mechanics of it? Got like a bell? Got like a bell tower?
Yeah, like a bell. Like a bell. Yeah.
How big is this bell? It's gonna be pretty damn big if it's covering all 50 states.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty damn big, to be honest with you.
Can you hear it in Hawaii?
Probably not. Hawaii's pretty far away.
Then what? The question is flawed. Next question.
Well, either way, that's just how good old American spirit thinks. We let freedom ring.
He's struggling. He's starting to lose the plot.
Let's move on to the next question. The next question will surely be one that'll make you fully American. Here we go. You ready for this? All right.
Surely.
Yes. Here we go. Football is a sport played with what limbs? There is only one correct answer.
It's going to take me a second because I have to remember which kind of football we're talking about.
The only football.
I know. I know there's American football and then soccer because you people are wrong.
There's only one football.
You throw the ball, don't you?
We play football. That's it. That's all I can say. All you gotta do is answer the question.
In American football, don't you?
We play the only football that God has given us, and the good old God-given sport.
Looking awfully similar to rugby, wouldn't you say?
There's only one football.
All the
one
shame
football
safe
only.
and everything. Mm.
So there's only one football.
If it's called football, then why do you not play it with your legs?
We have one football and one football only, and football is the sport that God has given us, and God is good, and football. Every year there's football. Now, what do you play football with?
You play blasphemous football with your arms, obviously.
That's correct, little lady. We play football with our hands.
Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
Right. That's the only football that we know. Hell yeah, brother.
Surely you play it with your legs as well, because you got to run around.
Well, technically speaking, we do kick the ball as well.
So the question is flawed, Your Honor.
Well, we don't. We play only on certain occasions will the ball be kicked. But technically speaking,
you're not walking around. You're not running around.
We stand in a huddle.
What are you using, a fucking scooter?
Boy, wouldn't that be real useful?
I'm an American now, so I'm gonna do the most American thing possible and sue you for every penny you have. The question is flawed. Oh
man, this little lady is starting to become more American than I expected her to become. Actually, this might have been a real bad decision, but you know what? Anything for the good old name of freedom and the land of liberty. Yeah. You know what I mean? Can I get a hell yeah, brother? Anyways,
I don't know. Can you?
we got. You answered correctly. You play football with your hands. That's the only sport we play with our hands around here. And that's called football. Anyways.
I'm very impressed. You can tell by my facial expression.
The next question. You got that one correct. Let's move on to the next one. There are 2 statues of liberty. One in New York. And one in which European country?
The tourist hat shop.
No.
Boo, I'm right and you know it.
The tourist. I mean, there's replicas. I'm talking about 2 legitimate statues of liberty.
I mean, the Statue of Liberty was like from France, wasn't it? So is it in France? Was it France?
That is correct, little lady. Good job. Keeping up with our good old lady of liberty. That is one of the good things a good American will always do. We have to keep track of our lady liberties. Hell yes, sister.
The goddess of freedom, yes.
Yes, the goddess of freedom. It's a beacon of light. You know what I mean?
The freedom lady, yeah.
The freedom lady. All right. Very good answer, Miss Wren. All right. Now it's time for your last question. And this is the most important
dear God.
one. This is the most important. This is for all the marbles. This is for your citizenship. If you don't get this, I don't know what to tell you. Good luck.
It's over.
Well, picture this. You're an American dad. And your son or your daughter walks up to you and says, "I'm hungry." What do you say?
Hi, hungry, I'm dad.
Bravo!
Oh, according to Kakaku.
That is an American citizen, if I've ever seen one. Welcome to America. Welcome to America. You are an American citizen. Nailed it right on the money. I pronounce you. I knight thee, whatever the hell you do in Britain. I knight you.
It's a British thing.
I inaugurate you. I presidentize you, whatever the hell we do around here, as an American citizen. Congratulations.
You've heard him, folks. I'm the president now.
Yeah,
it was only a matter of time.
Some shit like that. I don't know. Some shit. Congratulations, American citizen Rand Penrose. you will
I did it! I'm the real American now!
Correct. Now, we must discuss actual benefits and stuff. I just have to let you know that your American citizen does expire once you leave this room. So, do with that information as you will. Do with that information as you will. But however, you are American. How does it feel to be an American?
Not much different from 5 minutes ago, I'll be honest with you.
Really? You don't feel the freedom within
I mean,
you?
all my organs are still in the same place, so.
Yeah, but those are freedom organs.
Are they? Not with my diet, they're not.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you don't got no beans, no toast around in there, then I consider that freedom organs. You got beans and toast?
He got that cheddar cheese. He got that. He got that tomato sauce. Sorry, tomato, yes.
There we go. That's much better. That sounds more American.
I'm going to have to start saying bath instead of oh god, no, I can't even do that. No. Does not feel right.
All right, I want you to give me the best good old-fashioned yeehaw that God has bestowed upon you. Can I get a yeehaw?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Because I was drinking all that coffee, so it's messed up my lungs.
Oh.
Because I'm an American now.
I guess that'll just have to do.
Wow, this really says a lot about society.
And this has been your segment on... I even forgot what the fucking show was called. I don't even remember what it was called. It was just
something or other. Good. We'll make it up in post.
Something in post. Something like that. I'll check the tapes. You all...
The episodes are really poorly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You people at home watching, I appreciate you tuning in to this grand old American citizenship show. Editor Son put in some crazy like show production shit. I think we need to brush you up on how the actual national anthem goes. I don't think
I was playing off YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know if that's actually how it goes. And we'll work on it in just a little bit. That's.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's a remix. No worries. It's a remix. It's to not
breathing
get the
new
MCA.
Life into the old classic. I mean, life is subjective.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, you are an American citizen. I congratulate you as my sister in arms in this good old land of the freedom. And I think with that, some closing remarks will be perfect. Ren, I will go ahead and you are a busy lady. So
God, do not remind me.
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me.
Thank you for having me. I know I know there's a lot of moving parts. I mean, we were talking about it earlier with the collabs and stuff. There's a lot of moving parts, and it gets just VTuber and real life human man collab is just another layer that you got to deal with. So but thank you for making the offer, because he's the one who invited me into America.
Of course. I needed
I'm flattered.
to. It was. I
would never
fun.
ask another person that. That's a very personal thing for me.
It was very fun to actually talk to a real British person. This is like going off on my bucket list.
Yes, as opposed to all of those fake British people that you see.
Have you ever seen like those memes of like British people? It's like if you put
British slander. God.
It's like you put the quotation marks in any part of British people, it sounds hilarious. It's like,
oh dear,
British people or British people.
That's just an English language thing, I think.
I know, but it's so freaking funny because every time I see like Britain being brought up anywhere, they like have those like British
the slander
people. The slander.
Oh dear.
Man, no, but no, it was an absolute pleasure.
It was very fun. Yes, thank you for inviting me here to the land of something or other.
Of the land of something, whatever the case may be.
We're not even sure anymore.
No, but anytime that you need anything, I guess America related. You can always ask, but anything as
I've got a source on the inside now.
You have a source, and you're American yourself, so you can just ask yourself, I guess.
I know everything now. It's been beamed into my brain.
Exactly, just like with everything else that's in America. Just it's exactly how it's a good old-fashioned American way of learning things. You just watch a game show, and then it's like, yeah, I watched that. I'm an expert on that topic now.
Now I know the general trivia.
Yeah. But no, yeah, absolute blast, absolutely fantastic. You got some really cool things coming up, including that collab with Haka. That's gonna be really fun, and it's gonna be a blast to watch. I'll probably be there to support not only you but also my.
It's gonna be one of the collabs of all time we've discussed.
Oh, I bet. And I saw the thumbnail, but what exactly are you doing again?
That wasn't the thumbnail. That was just one of the many beautiful pieces of promotional art with.
Oh, okay.
We're playing legally distinct, non-copyright infringing Disney Don't Sue Club Puffin card battle game Card Quando.
He
thought of the name Card Quando, and I was like, we gotta use that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because hypothetically, the original name would be Card Jitsu, so it's an original spin on an original idea that's not copyright infringing in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely not. That's how things work around here. So.
The mouse is gonna love this one.
Oh boy. But all right, that's gonna be a really fun collab for you to do. That's coming up when, on Saturday?
Definitely.
I think
it's on Saturday at about the same time as now.
Yeah,
in approximately 48 hours.
48 hours, you're gonna see Haka from Hollow Stars and Rin also collabing together, which is gonna be a blast. I can't wait to support the Rin and also my Spanish brethren Haka, which is he's always an absolute blast to watch. So anyways, I will go ahead and let you go. I will ask you, however, to
You want to learn something?
Would it be okay if you left my shark here, Neptune?
I'm not entirely convinced you know how to look after him.
I mean, before we started today, he was chilling in his lovely home in the corner.
He was chilling over on that side of the screen.
He was chilling over there, and then she's like, "What is that?" He's like, "Why is that thing not
image recognition sensors overdrive? I see the color blue."
I see
the face wasn't even in frame. I saw one fin, and I was like,
"Why is that not on a pedestal? Why is there no shrine? Why is it in a corner just by itself?"
You gotta just put him on the corner. Goodness.
Well, like, I have to make room for certain things, but I will take.
But you put your son in the corner. Interesting.
I mean, it's I haven't.
Don't try and weasel your way out of this one.
It's not necessary, but I will promise I will take better care of him. How about that? I promise.
You better. I'll be checking in.
Okay.
Whenever I come for my America checkups, I'm gonna be here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see him.
Now, would you like
and
to
if he tells me anything bad.
He doesn't. What?
Interesting.
You can talk to her.
You can't?
I think I'm missing that power. Or I guess I didn't
Skill issue, honestly.
Oh, gosh. Not again. I hate it when skill issue gets brought up because the chat erupts in skill issues. Oh, God. All right.
I mean, they might be right this time.
Oh, God. You're not helping the cause. No. You're not helping the cause at all. God damn it. All right. Did you want to get escorted out? I can escort you out.
Only if the shark comes with.
Okay. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Bye, Ren. Bye, Ren. You just go. You're going.
Oi!
You're going.
Oi!
You're going now.
You have two hands.
Yep. Bye, Ren.
Get this ruffian off of me! Goodness!
Get out of here! All right. Yep. It's time for you to go. Okay. All right. And then Blahaj is sitting, chilling right here with me.
What is that posture?
I can't. Okay. I told you.
Sit him up like a real boy.
Lock the door on your way out. Jesus Christ. She's hard. She's a hard cookie to get rid of. That's for damn sure. My God. She wanted to take you, bro. You believe that? She's as crazy as everyone says she was. Anyways, thank you all, everybody, for tuning in to this episode of In the Hole. And it's been a lot of fun. It was great to be able to talk to her about many different things, including her channel and her compadres, as well as just her tastes and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. I had a great time. I think she's a lovely lady. And if you guys haven't, I don't know how you guys haven't, but you guys should go follow her and tune into her collab on Saturday with Haka. It's going to be a really fun one. And if you guys are new around here, yep, I do these around twice a month. And I'm only doing this for this year. And so I have to pick out my guests and pick out the people that I want to interview with a grain of salt. Or not grain of salt. How do you say it? Like with consideration is what I'm trying to say. Because after this year, I'm no longer going to be doing this. It's kind of like one of those things where you have to act on it quick. If not, then the time passes by. Got to make sure. So for those of you who are here, you guys were here, and I appreciate that. Because who knows when the next time we're going to be doing this again in the future. But for now, I will say that there's going to be much more episodes until the end of the year. And much more VTubers to be able to bring into the hole and talk to them about. But for the most part, if you guys are new and you guys followed, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate your time. And I'm a big fan of all the VTubers. I want to interview with all of them, talk to them, hang out with them, interact with them. It's a lot of fun to be able to interact in this space. So more episodes, and the 10th episode of In the Hole will be a special one. So tune in next time. I do have a Discord. I do have my YouTube and my Twitter. Obviously, you guys can go all over the place if you guys want. But for right now, I'm signing off. I'm going to go ahead and stop streaming. But I think I might be back later on. Maybe. It depends. I have been feeling under the weather. And I had to do this. I really wanted to get this episode done with Rin because I'm not going to miss the opportunity to talk to Rin Penrose. That's for damn sure. But we'll see how things go. So I'll see how I feel in about an hour, and then I'll probably come back. But if you guys were here, thank you so much. And I did see like some people did sub and some people gave bits. I turned those off during the broadcast. But don't worry, I will definitely thank you guys all the next time that I stream. Because the support that you guys give is definitely something that helps fund and or fuel the entertainment that's here.